When black people say they want to save all people, they not talking about Latinos.
Bring it
They
up.
not talking about the Native Americans.
Bring it up.
But they sure do know the history though. We indigenous. Why do same black people that claim to be indigenous don't want revolution, don't want to revolutionize, organize, mobilize, get together and unify so that other nations can go back into captivity like they meant to be. They meant to serve you, but you don't want to serve God, so now you're going to serve them.
Hey, young bro, what's your name? Elijah? Okay, you got a mighty name. Where your name at on this song right there? Which one is you? Go to Deuteronomy 28:15. Elijah, which one? Are you a so-called African American? Are you a so-called black man, Puerto Rican, El Salvadorian? Which one? What is your race or your nationality? Are you black? Are you Cuban? You Puerto Rican? You black? Black is a color.
Bring it out.
That's the color of your hoodie. So now you gotta ask yourself, why would I call myself a color? I want him to come back. Don't go nowhere, bro, because this brother right here, why he ain't saying, what about the Puerto Ricans? What about the El Salvadorians? He ain't even asked about what about his wife. He said, well, I want to save the Asians, the white people. I want to save everybody but my own race. This is what's the product of Christianity, Catholicism, Buddhists, whatever it is. When you don't come back to the laws of God, you will not rise up against your oppressor. You comfortable being in captivity. You comfortable running to them to try to say, I'm going to set up my own gas station. They done had the same gas stations for 30, 40, 50 years. The black man don't want to be in power no more. The black man don't want to rule the earth no more. The black man don't want to set the planet earth in order no more. He cool with the white colonists. He cool with the oppressors. He cool with the colonizers ruling over earth. You will never see no so-called Jewish man trying to fight and save a damn Nazi. You will never see that. But you see black people that been enslaved, that's watching the Puerto Ricans, the Cubans, the Hispanics getting deported from a land that they own. And they don't say, what about the Mexicans? They don't say, what about the ICE detention centers that's putting my kids in jails? What about the 2, 3-year-olds that they haven't go to court and represent themselves? But he say, let me take my dusty flip-flops off and show you that I love God. God is not about saving the oppressor. I'm going to show y'all what God is about. Go to Luke 1:68. We going to show you what God is about, and he does not love everybody. God did not die for everybody. God wants you to rule over your damn oppressor. But when you don't want to keep the laws of God, you gonna let your oppressor rule over you. He gonna have your gas station. He gonna have your food. He gonna have your clothes. He gonna be able to take taxes out your check, and you can't do nothing about it. You just standing up in line 3, 4, 5 damn hours to vote, and ain't nothing changed in Milwaukee. They still got the burning buildings on fire that's sitting there on 15, 16, 17, no matter where you at. But you go to Wauwatosa, Whitefish Bay, you go to Milwaukee, they neighborhoods look so clean, you look like you can eat off the damn ground.
Wake up!
Watch this.
The book of Luke,
Damn, that brother ran away. Y'all, you know what? Watch this.
The book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 68.
Bring it
Blessed
out.
be the Lord God of Israel.
It says, blessed be the Lord God of Israel. Did he say God of the blacks?
Of Israel.
God of the Puerto Ricans?
Of Israel.
You call yourself black, which is a color. You call yourself Puerto Rican. That's what the conquistadors, Pedro Alvarado, Hernan Cortez, all of them, that's what they call you when they stole your land. Puerto Rican is port of riches. Then you look at black. Black is a color. Back in the day, brothers used to wear all black forces. Them the ones you wear when you went to go what? Blood touch blood. You ain't finna go fight. But guess what? When you follow behind that same color and identify behind it, you got the same mentality of the people that put on black Air Forces. Watch this.
For he hath visited and redeemed his people.
God said he redeemed his people. Somos la misma gente. Pero Dios no te llama puertorriqueño. Dios no te llama mexicano. God don't call you Puerto Rican. God don't call you Mexican. God, somos israelitas. Tu real nacionalidad, recuerda a Dios. Eres un israelita.
Come on.
You are Israelites from the 12 tribes of Israel. This is why you see the tribe of Judah is rising up, and we putting that lion spirit back in you. We putting that warrior spirit back in you. Through the word of God, the spirit of life gonna enter into you, and you ain't gonna be like the black man that's running around saying, I want to save all people. We not stupid.
When black people say they want to save all people, they not talking about Latinos.
Bring it
They're
out.
not talking about the Native Americans.
Bring it out.
But they sure do know the history, though. We indigenous. Why them same black people that claim to be indigenous don't want revolution, don't want to revolutionize, organize, mobilize, get together and unify so that other nations can go back into captivity like they meant to be. They meant to serve you, but you don't want to serve God, so now you're going to serve them. Read.
And have raised up an horn of salvation.
Verse 70.
Verse 70. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophet.
As he what?
As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophet.
You wonder why you don't want to go to church no more? You wonder why you don't want to sit up in there on Sunday service, listen to some pastor, bald head, bald face, go out there and sing a sermon, go out there, clap the song, you know all them damn songs, Jesus, little, and you don't want, you know why you don't want to listen to that no more? Because your spirit don't resonate with none of that. Your spirit is meant to be able to say, you know what? Yeah, I want to rule something. That's why you know why we got that same spirit to try to take over a block? Because you was meant to rule this planet Earth with the laws of God. But we'll put a Pooh Shiesty mask on. We'll go to the cartel. We'll ship some dope in from Mexico. And then we'll come out here and sell drugs in our own community, in our own neighborhood. But God said he spake by his what?
By the mouth of his holy prophet.
Now you hearing God, not us. You hearing the spirit of God finally come out. Read.
That's right. Which have been since the world began. That we should.
It said that what?
That we.
That what?
That we.
It can't be me, mine. It got to be us and ours and what?
That we.
It got to come back to being a we. My brothers right here, the traffic ain't doing nothing. It's the same cars they've been driving all week. Right now, you need to hear the laws of God. Because you Puerto Ricans from the tribe of Ephraim, y'all the head tribe of the rest of the northern kingdom. You supposed to be going out there teaching the Venezuelans. You supposed to be out there going and teaching the Ecuadorians. You supposed to be going out there teaching the Chileans.
Bring it
that
out.
They from Zebulon, that they from Asher, that they from Issachar. But you don't want to rise back up. You cool with your oppressor ruling over you, deporting your brothers. You cool with the brothers that's going out here that don't know their nationality. Y'all are all the same people. But why don't we know that? Because we ain't heard the holy prophets before. We ain't heard the true gospel before. We ain't heard that God is going to kill the other nations before.
Come on.
Wait. You said God? The people that's deporting us? The people that keep locking up man and run?
Come on.
The people that put buttons and switches in the neighborhood? They getting judged for what they do.
See?
What? What's this?
That we should be saved.
It said that what?
That we should be saved.
So guess what? You not saved. This is a prophecy when Christ returned, the second coming of your King, the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, the Black Messiah. This is why they took every church in your neighborhood and they put that white man in front of it. And guess what? You had a black man, dark as hell, black skin, burned in the furnace, looked like the pot in the kettle. He'll rise up and say, come to all black brothers and say, hey, I want to say the Asians. I want to say the Chinese. I want to say all of them. But he ain't going to say I want to say y'all first. He ain't going to say I want to put my own people first. This is why you know that we are the holy prophets. Read.
That we should be saved from our enemies. From our enemies.
He said that we should be saved from our enemies. So guess what? The Portuguese is our what?
Our enemies.
The white man is what?
Our enemies.
The Chinese man is what?
Our enemies.
What do you want to? Don't you want to see justice and judgment for the things that they did? You sit there and look at George Floyd. You sit there and look at the Cesar Chavez, all the revolutionaries, the Brown Berets, the Young Lords that rose up, and they dismantled and destroyed it. They tore it apart. Same thing with the Black Panthers. But they cool with the Bloods, GDs, the YNs. Why they don't never cancel the YNs?
Bring it out.
Why they don't never cancel BET? Why they don't never cancel? But then when Kyrie posts a link that show you that you would have been a real Jew, Revelation 2:9. When you would have found out you was a real Jew, all of a sudden Kyrie and Kanye talking about they from Judah and all of that. What happened to them? I thought God loved everybody.
Bring it out.
I thought we was free. It's freedom of speech, right?
Come on.
Why is it that Adidas and Nike and all that cut millions of dollars, cut your contract off because you told them here teaching the truth of the gospel? Read.
Bring it out. The book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works.
God said, I know thy works. Read. What you got to do on Monday? What you got to do? You got to what? What you at right now? It said, I what?
I know thy work.
Watch this, but you work, we work. Who work harder than us? Who work at the construction? Who
Bring it
build
out.
up the land? Who
Bring it
the
out.
one that's out there on the side, doing the windows, straightening up there, on there, putting the paint? Who the one doing the construction jobs, the laborious jobs, the hard jobs, getting overworked and underpaid? Who
Wake
the
'em up.
one that's always talking about overtime? Who the one that cry about how they overtime getting cut because they broke?
Bring it out.
Who is that? The Bible said, I know thy works.
Wake 'em
and
up.
thy what?
And tribulation.
He said, I know your tribulation. Family members die. We getting oppressed. We getting racism. We getting there and say, how you get over here? You get a big house in a white neighborhood. They gonna ask you, how are you able to afford this?
Bring it out.
They gonna think you a what? Drug dealer, gangster, a rapper. Watch this.
And poverty.
And what?
And poverty.
Who broke?
Bring it
What
out.
makes the people that suffer from consumerism, because we got money, spending economic power, but we always want to buy poo shiesties.
Right.
We want to buy chains. We want to buy the Cardis.
Right.
We want to buy unclean food.
Right.
All these things, it say, I know thy poverty. Who the ones that's going to them for loans? Who the ones that's going in for the car notes, for the mortgages, for the builders? Watch this.
And thy poverty. But thou art rich.
But how are we rich? Because the promises in this Bible that God is speaking through the prophets that let you know that you are rich. Do you feel rich right now? No, because you think being rich is in your flesh, the carnal thing. You think rich is a track hawk. You think being rich is a Hellcat. You think being rich is having $1 million in the bank. Rich is when you come back to rulership with the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Rich is when you coming back and you set the legislation and the laws in this planet Earth. That's when you rich. That's when you have power. But they know to keep you broke. They gonna let a couple of y'all sneak through. They gonna give you what's that one rapper name? The Mexican rapper out here, real famous dude. What's his name? Mexican dude. He's a new Mexican rapper. What's his name?
Spanish rap?
Yeah. Nah. You know who it is. Huh? Okay. Oh yeah, OT. Mexican OT. They gonna give you NBA young boy. They gonna give you Lil Tecca.
Come
I
on.
ain't give a damn about no Chicken P out here in Milwaukee. They gonna put them brothers that's out there that's moving the millions. They gonna give y'all contracts and money to rap about destroying your own people. Then you go behind, go to the funeral, talking about, wow, man, they killed my God. Oh, man, they shot my man. Bro, the same music you listen to is the same reason why you living that life now. I thought it was cool because they put a beat behind it. Watch this.
And I know the blasphemy.
What's blasphemy mean, bro? If you don't know, make it quick. You don't know? What's blasphemy mean? Okay, what's blasphemy mean? Outrageous. Oh, we got Northern Kingdom up here. It says blasphemy, which is lies. So the Bible now is telling you, I know the lies.
I know thy works and tribulations and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them
The lies.
which say they are Jews
Now, it's some people out there that saying they Jews.
and are not.
And what?
Are not.
So who the people out here saying that they Jews?
Wake 'em up.
That same man out there in Israel dropping bombs on people.
Come on.
Dropping bombs on hospitals. You telling me they'll say, hey, you know what? You can't keep all the laws of God.
What?
You can't keep all the 10 commandments, but you keep every law that this man put on this earth. He
Bring
said,
it out.
stop at the red light. Yo, man, you stop. I gotta stop saying that. You know what's in the Bible. You gotta get a license to drive. What you do? You go and get the license. You don't care if you gotta spend 2-3 hours in the DMV. You gonna be, man, it's taking all day. But guess what? You know what you gotta do to get the car so you can drive legally. So now your spirit and everything you do with your members has to be legal according to God. Watch this.
But are the synagogue of Satan.
They say, but they what?
Are the synagogue of Satan.
So don't you see them Israelis? They call themselves what? Jewish, right? It says they Jewish, Jeremiah 14:2. So if they saying they Jewish, the Bible said it's a people out here that's lying. They're saying they Jews, but they not.
Bring it out.
So that means you gotta ask yourself, take the shiesty mask off, let your brain connect with God so you can think straight.
Come on.
It said, huh? The Jews can't be them, because they say ish. They got the ish at the end. They don't make no sense. Watch this.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah mourneth.
It say Judah mourneth. Right here. Come over here, bro. What's your name? Laurel? Noel. Okay, come over here. I'm gonna pull your hand over here. I appreciate it. So look, it says Judah mourneth
Judah is the so-called blacks today, the head of all the 12 tribes. The same tribe that Christ came from. So you so-called black man, that's why your ancestors, you got the Malcolms, you got the Martins, you got the brothers that's trying to rise up and liberate the minds of their people. And we out here doing the same thing, fighting for your soul. But you don't want to rise up. You want to keep mourning. You want to keep asking why. You want to keep trying to duck a bullet. You want to go get a button in a switch and go blow your own brother down. But it said Judah mourning. A lot of our pain is self-inflicted wounds. We the ones that sending our mamas to the damn grave site to cry every damn year, putting the same brand roses on top of the damn grave. We the ones that's tending and putting our own people. They can't even go to a funeral without a 4-5 in his pocket. We the ones that's mourning. Kids coming up missing, and you don't come out and do nothing about it. You knowing the stuff that's going on, and it said what?
Judah mourning, and the gates there are language.
What's the gates? The gates is the leaders. The leaders today, you got that Big Crump. The leaders today, you got the Dr. Umar Johnsons. The leaders you got today that's in your Christian pastor churches that said they languish, meaning what? They don't got the true gospel. They don't got the true understanding that's going to wake you up and put you back in order with God. Watch this.
Bring it out.
They are black unto the ground.
It said the real Jews, because Jew is short for, what's this? We all got nicknames like this. My name Dante, what they going to call my nickname? Tay. So a short way to say Judah is what? What's the first two letters? Jew. So it said Judah mourning, or the real Jews, they are what?
Black unto the ground.
So wait, if the Jews is black, and you called yourself black, damn, what that would make you?
Wake them up.
That would make you from the 12 tribes of Judah. The same way with you. Your brothers right here. The Judah is the head tribes. Ephraim supposed to be coming behind and pushing and helping Judah go up and wake up the rest of the 12 tribes. So that way when Christ returned, he said you're going to be saved from your enemies. Ain't going to be no more ICE detention centers. Ain't going to be no more having to work overtime. Ain't going to be no trying to make your mama help her get it out the hood. Because you don't see white parents. When you see white kids go out there and they get their money, do they ever try to move out of Bel Air? Do they ever try to move out of Cali? When we get money, what we try to do? I'm trying to make it out the hood. I'm trying to get mama out the hood.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word